Check. All right, gonna go in super casual with this one. Hey, what's up guys, Jordan Anderson here. It has been a couple weeks, but a lot has happened in the couple weeks, and I should probably do an update video about what I just experienced over the last 3 weeks. There's something that kind of occurred to me that I really wanted to share with you guys, and maybe this will help you with your creative process. Even sometimes if you feel like doubtful about making YouTube videos like this, or like feeling doubtful about consistently posting, at least for me, I do my best work when I am, and I've talked about this before, when I'm doing this kind of sprint model. And yeah, I've talked about Google Sprints in the past. I've talked about, doing like the 1 week sprint where you kind of like redo your brand and all that stuff, but I'm talking more about just the almost a sprint in general, where you are working really hard for a set period of time, whether that's a week, whether that's a month, whether that's a 6-week sprint. You've compressed all your creative energy into that one moment, and then once that's done, you kind of let it breathe, you take 2 weeks off, you take a month off. I just work much better like that. Maybe it's a part of being in the filmmaking world is I get a little bit addicted to the adrenaline. Like when you're on a production set, you're waking up at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., you're on set by 8 a.m., and you're working all day. Sometimes you're working 12-hour days, you're on set all day long, and like that adrenaline of like being on and being like, this is the moment we have to film and we have to get this shot today, right now, that's exciting. But that in itself is a sprint. Maybe you don't need to work every single day or feel like you need to make a YouTube video every single day. Maybe stop feeling so bad, or maybe I'm just talking to myself. Jordan, maybe you should stop feeling so bad about you haven't exactly formed this daily habit where you're showing up every single day making a video or consistently making a video. Rather, maybe the best model for you is the sprint model, where you work really hard for a set period of time, then take a break. Because when you think about it, the filmmaking process is like that too. If you make an indie film, if you work on a commercial campaign, if you work on a documentary, all of those essentially are sprints where you are working for a set period of time. This project is not going to be your lifelong career. You're not going to work at this job. You're not going to work on this project for the next 2 years. You're going to work on this project for the next 6 months. You're going to work on this project for the next 6 weeks. It's a much tighter deadline, so you kind of have to put all of your effort into it. You have to almost put like 120% of your mental capacities into the project, because you know that it's not going to last forever, that the moment is short, and that this whole project is going to be over in 6 weeks. So time to apply the pressure now. Squeeze the sponge, because once it's all over, there's this big relief. There's this big it's this feeling of like, we did it. That's a wildly exciting feeling with coming out of a sprint. You're also at the same time, maybe you're feeling burnt out, maybe you feel tired, maybe you feel jaded. Depends on the process. Leave this in the comments. Are you someone that can show up weekly, show up daily to do something that's more of a kind of lifelong career job as a creative? Or do you much prefer the sprint model, where you're putting all of your efforts into a 1 week, 2 week, 6 week, 3 month period, and then kind of letting it all breathe? Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe. My name is Jordan Anderson, and I'll see you on the next one.